Let's talk. Yeah. We're back.
Let's talk about it. We're back at it, baby. A lot of stuff to get at.
A lot of stuff.
Especially in the NFL. A lot of NFL stuff to get at tonight.
A lot. It's been going down in this NFL world,
A lot of NFL stuff going on. And let's talk about it. What's good?
Man, what's good is I thought some good days was coming our way, but I see he signed back with his regular team, man.
Who you was looking for? Who? AronRogers?
I was. I was looking for him suited and booted in that black and gold, brother.
No,
He didn't come.
I never thought that was gonna happen though.
I did. I just seen pictures of it. They photoshopped some stuff and sent it around. He looked good in them colors.
Yeah, that was all Photoshop stuff right there though, man. That was
know.
good stuff though, man. But nah, man, he's headed back. He's headed back to Green Bay for 4 years.
Headed back for, what is it, 200 mil? 153 guaranteed?
Guaranteed, man.
I head back too.
I definitely would be headed back. Shit, I would have never been heading out. Shit, for real.
Man, I'd head back too, man.
I'm definitely headed back for 153 million guaranteed. I don't know nobody who ain't headed back for that kind of money though, man.
But with that being said, can he bring home a Super Bowl?
I don't know, man. That's been the thing with Rodgers, man. Back-to-back MVPs with no Super Bowls, not even no Super Bowl appearances. It's not even the fact that he's won a Super Bowl, but no Super Bowl even appearances.
And the crazy part, they just broke him off a contract like he's Pat Mahomes. He's doing the same kind of thing Pat Mahomes is doing.
No, Pat Mahomes.
I think I got a chance of being a quarterback out here.
No, you don't.
I do. I can swindle them for a year.
No, you can't.
I can get a quick 200 mil.
No way. You couldn't even start quarterback for Washington High School. Your old
Check me out, Steelers, yeah. We need a quarterback.
Washington High School, your old school wouldn't even want you to quarterback right now.
The way they giving out this money, Aaron ain't made it nowhere and got 200 mil.
Man, 200 mil.
Pat ain't made it nowhere and got, 500 mil?
Pat's a Super Bowl MVP.
1 year. Just like Aaron. And they giving out these major contracts. How does this happen, y'all?
Aaron Rodgers.
We need to talk to somebody in the NFL.
Aaron Rodgers, same age as you, 48. Patrick Mahomes is 26 years old. And he already got the same amount of Super Bowls Aaron Rodgers got already.
I know, one. Matter of fact, Aaron ain't got none.
Aaron got one.
Aaron been to the Super Bowl once.
Yeah, he won one.
I don't remember that.
He won one.
Just like nobody remembers Pat.
You know why you don't remember?
Why?
Because he beat your Steelers.
Ooh. Leave that red cup alone.
That's why you don't remember.
I don't.
He beat your Steelers.
He did.
He beat your Steelers. And that was his only Super Bowl win. So
it was.
He got one. Pat got one. But like I said, I don't think he ever really wanted to leave Green Bay. I just think he really wanted some more leverage. And I think he kind of was in his feelings.
Man, he was been talking all that stuff all season though. Now he's just stuck at home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I
said, did a good talk, but didn't go nowhere.
I don't think he never wanted to leave. I think he just wanted more leverage.
Well, whatever he did, it was a good number though, because he got the numbers that he wanted.
He got the leverage now.
He does.
He got the money.
Yeah.
Because I think when it first broke, he wanted more say in personnel. He wanted more say in players they signed.
So does he have that now with this contract?
I really don't know, but I'm pretty sure he does going forward because they signed him for 4 years. So I'm pretty sure.
It sounded like it was just money. I don't know nothing about the leverage. That sounded like it was just straight money.
I'm pretty sure they sat down and I think they discussed leverage before he signed that deal. Or
what was this, a 4-year deal or what, 2?
4 years.
And I think he wanted more than that.
I'm not sure. 4 years, 200 million, 153 guaranteed.
153. What am I doing wrong, y'all?
So
Steelers calling. We need a quarterback.
Y'all definitely need a quarterback.
This hand look good.
Y'all definitely need a quarterback.
At least 10, 20 yards down there. I ain't gonna say no more than that. That's all Ben gave me. Let me get that contract. 10, 20 yards down there. I can't get it.
5 to 7 yards.
Don't do me like that. About 10, 20. All right, 10 to 12.
5 to 7.
At least 12. At least good solid 12 spark. Hit him.
5 to 7 on the dump down screen.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe you can play in that league.
Well, it was a lot of news going on in the NFL though.
Whole lot of news, man. Another big news is for the AFC West. Is a conference that my team, a division that my team plays in. AFC West. Russell Wilson headed to the Denver Broncos. I like that though.
Hey, rumor in the streets is y'all need to beef up y'all little squad over there, cause Denver's coming for you.
Hey, Denver's Denver, man. I mean, it's a lot of teams trying to come for the Chiefs right now. You know what I'm saying? But I've been also saying too. I said on Twitter at the beginning of the season, the Chiefs have been needing to, upgrade their roster for the last year or so now. But this is good in the way I think too that it's going to keep the Chiefs from relaxing.
How is that?
Getting too comfortable. They're going to have to hit on draft picks.
So are you comparing Russell Wilson to Pat Mahomes in? Who's better?
Pat.
Well, what are we comparing in right now?
He's a better quarterback.
So who has the better team?
Oh, it's obvious. What you mean? The Denver or the
It's looking Denver's way right now.
What has Denver done?
I don't know.
We beat them like 12 or 13.
They said, what has Chiefs done? You ain't won no Super Bowls.
We won one.
That does not count.
When last time Denver won Super Bowl?
I don't know. I got rings. I play with rings. I'm leaving that down there to y'all guys in them conversations.
You play with rings, and you only have 2 as a Steelers fan.
You can't say that. I'm with the organization, so I get both hands. You can't just cut this hand off.
No, because
you want your other ring from 1937, don't you?
No, I don't.
You don't want that ring from 1908?
No, because I wasn't even born.
Half the other Chiefs fans want it.
No, and I don't.
Wasn't that the first Super Bowl game too?
Yeah, and back then,
don't nobody.
Man, back then, I can't take credit for that. I wasn't no Chiefs fan. I wasn't even born. They was smoking black Miles and Newports and drinking 6-packs at halftime, man.
Same thing they doing now. Yeah.
No, they ain't doing that in the NFL right now. Listen, halftime show was Snoop.
Yeah, but it's been a lot going down, man. A lot.
No, but for real, but for real though. I'm gonna get back to the Chiefs real quick.
No.
And this Bronco thing, I like it because I think it keeps the Chiefs on their toes.
It does.
It doesn't make them relax. They have to stay on their toes. They have to hit on draft picks. They have to hit in free agency. They have to keep improving their roster because, like I said earlier this year, the gap is closing.
So, in your opinion, is that all that Denver needed to beat you guys was a quarterback, or do they need more missing links? Was that a big step for them?
That's a huge step for them, and what now their next step will be to address the offensive line because that's one of their biggest weaknesses. Other than quarterback was their biggest weakness, and then their second weakness is their offensive line. If they can assure their offensive line up, then they'll be solid. I still pick the Chiefs to win the division. I still think the Chiefs are the team to beat until somebody beats them.
I'd love to see that. I wouldn't mind going to a game in Denver. See, I played them in Denver. That sounds like something fun.
So we might have to get that plan. We might have to get that going because since the pandemic happened, it's probably been a couple years since we've been out of the area.
It has. It's at least been about 2 years.
You know, and we've been out there a lot of times and we barbecued and tailgated and went to a lot of Chiefs games, and we're gonna have to get back out there. So
I think the last game was with the homie Rick.
It was.
Pat, shouts out to you, Rick, for looking out for us, man.
Yeah, it was the Minnesota game a couple years ago, and it actually was the year we went on to win the Super Bowl that year.
Oh, here we go. All right, Rick. Enough of you in the conversation.
Yeah, I know, Rick. A fat shout out to Rick too, taking care of us.
I know. I see you down there in Texas
too, and turning us on to a lot of them games. But we've been out there for some games. We've been out there for preseason, regular season games. But right now, I like where the Chiefs at. And let me talk to my Chiefs fans.
How do we get on this Chiefs talk? We talking about the NFL.
And let me talk to my Chiefs fans.
This is not a Chiefs podcast.
Let me talk to my Chiefs fans for a minute.
They don't want to talk to you. They ain't even around no more.
They do.
They're on vacation somewhere in the island.
I'm gonna address a few topics with the Chiefs fans real quick. So we franchise tagged Orlando Brown, which we knew was coming. So now I'm gonna be honest with you about the Honey Badger.
What about the Honey Badger? He don't like it.
I think, and I'm gonna give my honest opinion. I think it's probably around 15 to 20% that the Honey Badger returns to Kansas City. If I was a betting man, I would say the Honey Badger has played his last games in Kansas City. I think he's done in Kansas City. I think the Chiefs draft for safety in the first round. But
I don't know what he's talking about.
I see a lot of
who is the Honey Badger? That sounds like a cartoon.
Ty Matthew. So, and there ain't no cartoon. That's the Super Bowl with a safety.
Here we go. More Super Bowl talk. I didn't lead this conversation.
But let me I seen something on I was listening to the radio there. I also seen this on Twitter. And I'm talking to my Chiefs fans real quick. Talking about could the Chiefs trade for Christian McCaffrey from Carolina? We don't need no running back. we got a lot of holes to fill. I said this on Twitter the other day. The Chiefs had one more sack than I did in the AFC Championship game against Cincinnati and Joe Burrow. They have issues up front on the defensive line that they need to address, and that should be their main priority. No running back, none of that. Until they address getting pressure on the quarterback and getting sacks, that's going to be the main issue going forward for them to get back to the Super Bowl. And if they don't address that issue, I don't see them going back to the Super Bowl anytime soon. Until they address putting pressure on the quarterback. Because now you got Derek Carr in the division.
I don't know.
You got Justin Herbert.
He ain't never played for you.
You got Russell Wilson.
Who is he?
You know what I'm saying? You just said Denver. You was just talking about Denver.
Oh, I thought we was still on this Chiefs stuff.
No.
I'm about to say that was not in the script nowhere. He just went out for 7-8 minutes on
We ain't going on
with
script.
the Chiefs stuff. It's not even football season. He's
script.
still reminiscing on, what did you call it? The Chiefs album, whatever.
Because I'm
Chiefs
talking
talk,
to the Chiefs.
Whatever.
And Chiefs fans too, I want y'all, and I'm gonna announce this on this show.
It's the football's over. Everybody thinking about the Chiefs.
No, I'm gonna announce this on this show. I will be coming with a Chiefs corner coming soon. That I will be talking directly to my Chiefs fans. It won't be with him.
Because I got a Steelers corner.
Because he's got a Steelers corner coming.
Right over here.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's
it will
coming
be
down.
just me by myself, talking to my Chiefs fans, letting us know going forward on drafts, mock drafts, season up and coming, free agent move stuff. So that's coming soon. So I just wanted to announce that tonight on the show that definitely a Chiefs corner.
How about we just tell Andy to call you? Hey, Andy, call D.
Call me, Andy. Call me, Andy. For real.
He's doing more. He wants to be on the Chiefs squad.
Yeah, I'm definitely. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, there's a lot of stuff moving around. Hey, and I'm going to say this before we move on. From Carson Wentz traded to the Washington Commanders today from the Colts. It's a big move.
Yeah. We the only team that ain't made no quarterback move, but it's cool. Check us out next year, y'all. It's about 2-3 quarterbacks coming out.
And then and I'll say this too. This is a quiet move, but it's a huge move for the San Diego. Well, not San Diego, the LA Chargers signing Mike Williams to a 3-year, $60 million deal.
$60 million.
That was kind of quiet because he was a receiver that a lot of people were saying that they wanted the Chiefs to go after. So he's re-signing back with the LA Chargers. So that's a big move for the Chargers. That's another quiet move other than the Russell and
you hear these contracts they just throwing out?
Throwing out some money.
Send your boy $100,000. I'll go kick the ball. I just hold the ball for the punter.
But there's going to be a lot of more moves. This is only the beginning. NFL free agency is underway, and this is just the beginning. It's going to be.
Hold on. We can't go off the NFL yet, though. I want to ask your thoughts on this right here. Right now, the NFL just suspended Atlanta Falcons player for betting on the 2021 games. Now, they suspended him for a whole year.
CalvinRidley.
That's his name. Look, I don't know. I just read up on an article a little bit. What's his name?
CalvinRidley.
Now, with that being said, do you think that was a harsh penalty? Do you think it should have been less than that? Now, we had guys that faked the shot and did everything else that was worse than that. And they only got suspended a couple of games. They just suspended this guy a whole year. I think it should be some kind of penalties, but do you think a whole year was just too far?
That's a good question, man. It's because you've had guys that have had domestic violence who've had less suspensions. You've had guys who faked the vaccine card.
So is gambling just ranked as one of the most worst offenses that you can do in the NFL?
It's by their book it is. By public's eye, I don't think people think that. Because there's nobody, a lot of people, there's not too many people that's going to think betting on a game of football and getting suspended a year or domestic violence or anything else should be less or more. You know what I mean? So there's some people that's going to think betting on the game is actually worse than domestic violence.
Really?
That's what some.
Is that America's?
No, but I'm saying that's what some people are saying, that the guy gets suspended for gambling for a year, but you got a guy with domestic violence who only gets suspended a few games.
I think driving under the influence is worse than gambling. I would rather charge that worse than betting.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and there's been a lot of.
So are there people going back to review some of these rules in the NFL, or is it just what it is?
I don't know. But right now, there's.
Are they going back to review this case, or it is what it is on this case right now?
Right now, I don't know if he's even appealed it.
So you can do an appeal.
Yeah, I don't know if he's appealed the suspension or not, but like I'm saying that there's some people that like he got suspended for a year for gambling, and then you got a guy who maybe beat up his wife or beat up his girlfriend who got a few games. So a lot of people think that doesn't make sense.
It don't weigh up to me, y'all.
So
it don't weigh up to me at all.
I understand. I mean, it is what it's a crazy situation. Do I think personally that he should have been suspended for a year? I don't. But I mean, the NFL. But I haven't read the NFL rule book as far as what they consider gambling on the game, because it's crazy. It's crazy for real.
I think that definitely needs to happen. I think he needs to do his appeal. Then after that, I don't see him suspending him for a whole year. At least a couple games. At least about 4 games. Then after that,
I honestly think that the NFL
all preseason, at least 4 games of the regular season. I think that's more than enough of a punishment.
I think the NFL upholds that suspension. I think he's suspended I think they really suspended for the whole year.
Really?
I do. I really do. I think they're going to try to send a message that they don't want any other player or anybody else gambling on their sport.
Well, what's the message of sending them to having a fake vaccine then?
Hey.
I don't get that. What about domestic violence? Yeah. What's the message on that? How can you uphold this higher than you hold up? This is weird, y'all.
But
pay attention to this case.
But hold on.
Pay attention to this, y'all.
That goes back to the issues that the NFL has. The NFL has a lot of issues that needs to be addressed that are problematic.
It is. Now that you say that, I'm not deep into the rules, but everything that's coming to light to me, it is issues that need to be talked about.
The NFL has a lot of issues. We talked about on this show a lot of issues that the NFL has as far as hiring black coaches and all that. The NFL has a lot of issues that needs to be addressed. And like me personally, I don't know. I don't personally think he should have been suspended for the whole year. That's just my personal opinion.
I don't either.
Especially with some of the other suspensions and some of the other stuff that's been happening around the NFL. But that's just my personal opinion. Yeah,
but everybody out there, y'all stay tuned to this case right here. We're gonna see what happens when regular season comes.
But do me a favor, if y'all have an opinion about this subject right here, put them in the comments, because we want to hear your opinion on the situation, because this is a really good situation.
Drop some comments right down there.
To comment on, because is the suspension too much, or you think it's the right suspension? So we really want to know what you think. Should you been suspended for the whole year for gambling on the game, or you think he should have been a less suspension? So drop them in the comments and definitely let us know what you think.
Well, also, I got one more thing I wanted to mention out here in the world of sports. We got Brittney. Brittney was over in Russia, man.
BrittneyGriner.
BrittneyGriner.
Stuck over in Russia.
Man, it's hard for her right now. She done got locked up trying to smuggle some hash oil in her suitcase on the airplane. So now she's in jail over there in Russia. Russia got a war going on. It's a lot going on. I don't even know if they put a bail number up for her yet.
I haven't heard anything, but I know one thing. It's a bad time to be locked up in Russia right now.
Really? Especially being American.
It's a bad time to be locked up over there. It's what's crazy is they said she had been locked up for weeks before we even knew she was locked up.
Wow. And this is over hash oil. This is not even weed or none of that. This is hash. But hash oil is like weed, right?
I'm not sure.
I don't either.
I'm not really sure. I'm not into the hash oil.
That's legit. It sounds like some weed stuff.
But it's definitely something that's not legal in Russia,
Did she buy it in Russia? She can buy it from one of those stores?
I don't know. All I know is that she plays in Russia in the off season when she's not in the WNBA. I guess she was going through the airport. They was doing a checkpoint, found the stuff in her bag, and now she's facing charges and jail time over in Russia.
And you say she's already been in there for weeks right now.
She was actually in there for weeks before we even knew. There was some high-level U.S. officials that said they didn't even know that she was actually in jail until they seen it on like TMZ or TV. So right now, as of tonight, she's still in Russia. She's still locked up in the jail.
What's tonight? Tuesday?
Yeah, so
3/9/2022.
And like I said, who knows when she'll come home because of all the stuff that Russia and all them got going on, Ukraine and all that. So, I mean, she might really be on the back burner.
No, keep her in your prayers, y'all. That's the last place you want to be is in jail over there.
Yeah, you
at least want to be trying to flee. You don't want to be in jail. That's the worst of the worst.
So, man, hopefully everything works out. And not just her. We can get any American that's over in Russia or Ukraine that's trying to get back home safe from that situation, from the war, and get them back to the United States. Let's try to get them home too.
I know. Yeah. It's tough. We got people volunteering to go over there. To me, it's scary just to volunteer to go over there because that's a tough war to be in right now, bro. They ain't got no air. It's tough to be over there.
Yeah, it's tough though. Like I said, it's a lot of people other than Brittney.
They starving them out.
Trying to get out of there too. So we got to concentrate on not just that, but we got to
pay close attention to that too.
Get those people home too. So that's important too.
Stay woke.
We get them home.
Ain't that what they say? Stay woke.
Stay woke. Definitely stay woke. Stay on top of all this situation. Yeah.
Well,
what else is good? What you got?
Let's dip from the game scenery to this NBA YoungBoy guy.
YoungBoy.
He done got out of jail and just got to shooting his rifle off at everybody. Everybody in the rap industry. He act like a young 50 out here, ain't he? Came for T.I. Everybody.
He's coming for pretty much everybody right now, man.
What's this about?
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's just yelling out for what?
It's just rap beef, I don't know, really understand that, man.
Oh, neither.
I just hope everything, whatever settles down or whatever, because we all know what's been happening in the rap game for the last few years.
Few weeks. They've been dying fast.
We don't need a lot of this beef, man. I just feel like
keep making
NBA YoungBoy is talented.
Very.
He has a large following, and he don't need beef. He don't need to come at people and start stuff. Then continue to sell music.
But you got to look at Gucci, man. Gucci Man did the same thing and went to jail. He talked about everybody.
He did.
Came out of jail and he said, "I'm sorry." NBA YoungBoy did it the opposite. Went to jail, came out and started talking about everybody.
Yeah, man, but it's right now we in a dangerous time with a lot of rappers that have been losing their life, and I don't want to see nothing to escalate into more than just on.
What's that? Him and Dirk. I think them two has the worst beef right now.
Yeah, but he's been coming after everybody, man.
I don't know what that's about.
It's Dirk, you know what I'm saying? Gucci. Bootsy.
He talking about T.I. tried to get him kicked off the record label.
Yeah, so
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's so talented. I just hope he just doesn't get in his own way. At the end of the day, because like I said, we talked about on this podcast about a lot of these young talented rappers. Man, I just think they just need to concentrate, man, and make good music and continue to do their own thing and stay in their lane, man. It ain't all about beef and stuff. Because it ain't even about them. It's about their fans and people in their entourage and other stuff that, that could take it to another level that we don't want to see.
You keep talking about beef and all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Can I bring up somebody else that's out here in this rap game? The rap game is going crazy.
Rap game is going crazy.
Now we got Game out here. He talking about he should have been in the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Game should have been in the Super Bowl. He's saying he was one of the key figures missing.
Key figures missing.
I like the Super Bowl.
I like the Super Bowl a lot. That was one of the better top. It was one of my top 4.
Do you think he should have been included because he's from the West?
No.
Really? Why not?
I thought the lineup was solid.
It was. I was happy with it.
I thought the lineup was solid. I don't think the game not being there hurt the lineup. From listening to game interviews, I think he feels that he should have been there, and I think he kind of hurt that he wasn't there.
Yeah. He feels like he's a West Coast legend.
And I understand that. At the same time too, and we've had this conversation off the podcast. I don't feel the game is iconic on the level of the people that was on the stage.
Woo! Now hold on. Now since you sparking a lot of fires, I wasn't even gonna go there. Now he's talking us. I wasn't even gonna go there, yeah. Game was up here saying that he can do a versus with Eminem. And in my opinion, I think Game smoked Eminem on the verses.
You think he's smoking or beating?
Yes.
They're like just blow him out.
I think Eminem got at least about 3 songs, maybe 4, 5. But Game, I can recognize all his CDs. I don't even think you play any Eminem songs in the club. Do you ever remember dancing any of his songs in the club?
I remember being in the club and definitely grooving to any Eminem songs. Man, I just don't. You know, to be honest with you. Game got some hits, man. And we was
Game got a nice catalog too.
Game got a hell of a catalog. But I don't disagree with the lineup for the Super Bowl.
I don't. I think Game could have been included in there somewhere if they could have dropped him, but what we got for the Super Bowl, I'm happy with.
Because so let's do this. So if you had to take one person out of the Super Bowl and replace him with Game, who would it be?
Eminem.
Why?
I think the only reason why he was on the stage was because Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre brought Eminem in, so he had to bring him up there.
But Dr. Dre worked with Game?
Not that much. Not as much as he worked with Eminem. Dr. Dre really didn't work with Game like that.
So do you think if you go over, far as worldwide, who do you think is bigger, Game or Eminem?
If we go worldwide, I'm gonna have to say, as far as those 2 artists, who's bigger? I'm gonna say Eminem.
Yeah, and I think that's why.
I think he's more known, but as far as music and popularity, I'm gonna say Eminem.
And I think
Game.
And I think that's why I think, as far as iconic, because they had iconic people on stage. I think that's why Eminem was on the stage.
Yeah,
because I think as far as versus battle, I would like to see Eminem in Game go at it if he thinks he's better than Eminem. I would like to see him. Because one thing about Eminem, he's never backed down from anybody as far as when it comes to battle rapping.
Can I ask you a question? You spitting this Eminem? Have you ever just rode around town bumping an Eminem CD?
Yeah, I have.
Really?
I have.
Name one song. What song? See, I don't believe it.
Hold on.
No, what?
No.
Don't believe you.
No. It's the one with him and Dre. Golly.
That's on the Chronic. That's on Dre CD. That's not Eminem. That's what I said. You ain't never bumped the Eminem CD. That's Dre CD.
No. So this is the thing.
You don't bump Eminem. You a bump.
I'm not saying my personal preference. I'm just saying the personal preference for who was on the Super Bowl. If you give me a choice who I want to ride around, listen to Eminem or Game, I'm listening to Game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
who has a bigger catalog to you then? Don't sleep on Game's catalog.
Game has a great catalog. Eminem has a great catalog for us. That's why Eminem is in the situation he's in.
Well, Eminem does, because they clearly hit him more. I think today he just got 282 trophies or something from. It was something they just announced for him today, but
I'm just saying, for his personal preference, if I'm riding in my vehicle or I'm riding in my car, I'm down the street, I'm bumping Game over him. But I'm saying, if you're looking for a Super Bowl and iconic performances, I see why Eminem was on the stage. Now, if Game was on the stage, I wouldn't have been mad.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't have been mad.
I wouldn't either. But Game does this every time he has a CD about to drop. He jumps in the news, and it's a lot of while we talking about Game right now, what do you think about coming out with the mask on? Like, and what do you think about him saying that Kanye did more for him than Dre did? Ooh, that's tough. Man, I
you honestly think that Kanye did more for him than Dre did?
I don't know, because I don't know what his career is, but I don't know.
He has one song with Kanye.
And that song is going crazy.
But how many beats has Dre done for him?
But that one song has out-topped anything him and Dre has done.
I don't think so.
Really?
So that song with him, Kanye, is your favorite Game song?
Look, Like Father, Like Son has 1.7 million views. That one song right now is at least about 3 million views.
Not views.
If not.
Record sold. How many? You're saying that he sold more records dealing with Dre than he has with Kanye?
Nah, I don't know how to answer.
He has one song out with Kanye.
The way, I don't know. The way Game said it, he said that Kanye has done more.
He has one song out with Kanye. Dre's done a bunch of beats for him.
Did he pay for those beats, or did Dre just do them? It's one way to. If I'm paying for something, you're not just doing it. I'm paying for your services.
But if you're paying for it, I'm still doing it for you.
You not that beat could have went to anybody. You just want my money.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, he's saying that Kanye done more for him. Did Kanye?
But that's what I'm saying. How did he do that for Kanye when Kanye Game and Game just had the money to buy that CD?
Okay, so Kanye made one beat for him. He made $100,000. Just say he made $100,000.
It's more than that.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we're gonna go with 100.
So Dre done 10 beats for him,
and
he made $1 million. Kanye did more for him than Dre.
That's the game. I don't know. I don't know I don't.
It's to the point like, cause I personally feel he said that because he been hanging out with Kanye here recently.
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying, it's easy to say.
But Dre trying to come back on the scene too. You know, he just got a divorce and lost probably $500 million to the wife.
Yeah, but Dre don't need Game to get back up.
Nah. Dre can get his own self back up quick.
Yeah, Dre can be in the studio and get his own self back up. I'm just saying, I don't agree with the fact that Kanye, you riding with him for a week or two, wearing rain boots and a black ski mask.
But we don't know
has done more for you than Dre.
Okay, can I say this then? What if him and Kanye sat in the studio and came up with that beat, came up with the whole concept of this song? But he just went to Dre. Dre just sold him a beat. He took that back home and formulated all that to himself. But so who does more for who in the end room?
Will we even know who the hell Game was without Dre and 50?
Nah.
Exactly.
So we just, well, yeah, I get it.
You see what I'm saying?
I get it. The Game got something else to say about it, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get your point of view.
I'm just saying, if you can get up there and say that all this, that Kanye did more for you than them, but who put you on?
I wish the Game was here. We gonna tag the Game.
Who put you on though?
You in this.
Who put you on?
Dre.
That's what I'm saying. Did Kanye put him on? Because we've been watching the documentary and Kanye was working his ass off to get on himself.
I know.
He didn't put Game on.
No.
Who put?
50 put Game on. Eminem put him on. Dre put him on.
But he says Kanye done more for him than pretty much all of them.
It's more to tell to that story than what we know. We just going off a couple words that he said. We don't know the background of the meaning of what he's talking about.
It's rain boots and a ski mask.
I know.
It's rain boots and a ski mask.
But that rain boot and the ski mask can change your whole day too real quick.
So next time we do a show,
if what you call them? Rain boots? Ski mask is here.
Next time we do a show, I kind of worry if you're going to be on here with a ski mask and rain boots on.
No, I have nothing like that Ye has.
So
I ain't got nothing like Ye got.
no, we don't.
I ain't buying the house next door.
Don't come on here with no ski mask and no rain boots on.
None of that, yeah.
Because, hey, but there were some people that, we called it out from the beginning about Kanye on the stalker level with the house and the same.
Well, but no, I can't say that because you didn't watch all the episodes.
No, this is what I'm saying. The stalker buying a house across the street.
Do you think that's stalkerish?
Yeah, because that can scare a woman.
Women do stuff to scare men too. Don't just be out here talking.
No.
This is a men's podcast too now. Y'all be doing stuff to scare me.
I'm just saying, we're talking about Kanye. We talked about Kanye on this podcast about moving on the same block. You know what I'm saying? And looking at
She didn't want to let him see his kids. He was trying to figure out a way. I don't know. I ain't buying the house next door. I'm just trying to give the man some kind of hope. I can't really talk about it until you watch the last episode, man. Then you're going to understand why he's doing and moving like that.
Everybody who hasn't watched the Kanye documentary, please watch the Kanye documentary.
The last
it's
episode.
It's amazing. Like I said, and I reiterate on this, it really makes you understand why you really was a big Kanye fan.
Yeah.
But like I said, personally, I feel, and let's go back to the Eminem game real quick, and then we'll move on. But I personally feel that they got it right with the Super Bowl performance.
I do. I like I said, if Game was added in there, I wouldn't be upset. I can't be mad at Game for saying he don't need to be in there because he is a big treat to the West Coast. If you think of the West Coast, what's one of the first names that's gonna come to your head? You're gonna think of E40, The Game,
Too Short.
One of them. His name is gonna come to your head. That's all he's saying. If his name comes to your head, why is he not on the show?
But he's not a top 5 West Coast artist to me.
I can't say that. That's in your opinion.
E40.
E40's up there.
Too Short.
Too Short's not in my roster. I'm not bumping Too Short like that. E40, we knocking E40. We knocking the Game. We not knocking Too Short like that.
We not rocking Too Short now, but I'm just talking about overall. Would you put Game over Too Short?
Yes.
That's your opinion.
Yes.
We have to go. So E40.
Mm-hmm.
And who else?
The Game.
West Coast.
Kendrick
Lamar.
See, I'm not even a big Kendrick. He got a couple songs that I like, but I don't know. I mess with Kendrick though. I do mess with Kendrick. I do mess with him.
So Kendrick.
I do mess with Kendrick.
We just when I say that, I'm talking about all-time LA rappers.
You trying to say Game ain't one though?
He's not top 5 LA.
No. Game, I'm gonna at you, and you need to come over here so we can talk to this guy right here.
To me, Game is not a top 5 LA artist.
I ain't got as many drinks as a drink champ. Or drink, what you call it?
Drink champs.
Yeah, I ain't got that many.
We ain't got that many drinks.
I got you a hot 6-pack.
And we ain't got no ski masks, and we ain't got no rain boots, and none of that stuff. But you can come on the show, but Game is not a top 5 LA artist to me.
I think he is. And whoever don't want to dispute us, leave y'all stuff down in the comments.
You know how I put over Game?
You
know how I put over Game for LA?
What?
There's somebody I put over.
Who?
Game. I put DJ Quick.
Over the Game?
Yeah.
Stop. We're going to end this segment on this
Spice
one.
One.
Ooh, that's hot. I give you that. You went back. You reaching though. Spice One ain't got nothing relevant, but you reaching. That was a good reach. Spice One got some heat to him. But that's old school. These young cats don't know nothing about that though. You got to still talk to them. You only talking to me. Okay. You got to talk to the whole crowd.
Okay, let's go like this then. We can go Snoop.
Snoop still. I don't even really know if he's relevant like
Snoop.
that.
I'm gonna go Dre.
Dre ain't put out a beat since.
I don't care. Snoop, Dre, Kendrick, E40. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't hit me with the 1986 classic. Listen.
But other than Kendrick, who is really a relevant LA artist?
It's a lot of them out there. You got June. You got a couple out there that's hitting right now.
Because
man.
I'm just talking about, because if you really want to understand, if you really want to go, YG.
That's what I'm saying. You got Mozzie, and you keep bringing up who you just say before.
YG over Game?
No, they on almost the same level. YG trying to make it up to Game's level right now because he
YG
just
over
sung
Game?
with us. Yeah, I don't know.
Mozzie over Game?
Nope, not yet. They all need each other. Not yet. He trying to get there. Not yet. He's almost there though. Nah, he ain't almost there. He's climbing. He's climbing that ladder.
Yeah.
He ain't almost there yet, but he's climbing that ladder. Yeah.
Climbing that ladder.
Mozzie got some hits.
Mozzie's tough. Mozzie's tough.
Mozzie's tough. He's a cold guy.
I mean, it's just a lot of guys right now that I don't feel like, to me personally, I'm not hurt that Game went on the stage in the Super Bowl.
I ain't either. But that's just Game talking. Game was on the Drink Champs drunk, just speaking his mouth.
So you think it was more him just being drunk?
I mean, he's speaking some relevant stuff. He could have been on there, but who we had for the Super Bowl show, I'm happy with. I'm just like you, I'm happy. But if Game was on there, it wouldn't hurt my feelings either, though. But the Game Super Bowl halftime show,
So
salute to y'all. Y'all did a dang good job, y'all.
That's another subject too. If y'all want to leave some comments in the thing, Game or Eminem, who y'all got? Give me, we can give you your best Game stuff, your best Eminem. But that's another subject we're talking about. So leave us a comment on that in the comment for the Game and Eminem. And me personally, I want to end this. I want to end my segment on something for my Laker fans.
Westbrook, Broke Brook. Is that what they call him? Broke Brook.
Yeah, I want to talk about Westbrook for just a quick second. And Magic touched on this the other day. Westbrook has been struggling. The Lakers have been struggling as a whole. Struggling could be an understatement for what Westbrook and the Lakers have been done. But I think as a whole, as Laker fans, I understand we're mad, we're frustrated, but let's not cross that line when we're talking about Westbrook, and let's not cross the line when we're talking about threatening people's families, threatening Westbrook, and stuff like that.
I have to disagree with that, though.
Let's keep it sports.
I mean, he's supposed to keep it sports, but I don't think he needs to comment on all this. I think Kobe has been interrogated.
Hold on.
LeBron, you can't say they didn't cast the same thing out on LeBron. You didn't hear LeBron up here crying, talking about leaving my family out of it. They didn't came for Kobe. They didn't came for everybody. Westbrook, the only one I know from the Lakers right now, keep my family out of it. Man, the fans is going to do what the fans. We just talked about that the other day.
Yeah, the fans are going to do what the fans are going to do. I'm just speaking towards when I hear somebody getting death threats. I'm just talking about death threats.
All right, yeah, I ain't cool with that. But I just thought we was talking crap.
As far as when you talking about, if you come to the game and you yell Westbrook, you trash, this and that.
That's part of it, right?
That's part of the game. Because there's fans that go out there and say LeBron's trash, Kobe's trash, and all the great players trash. But when you start saying, and when you start entering to a player and saying death threats and threatening his family for as hurtful and harmful things, I don't agree with that. I can't get with that. But if you want, it does
happen. But why did LeBron kick old girl off the court then? Because she had to be saying what?
Because she.
So you gotta suck that. But then LeBron kicked her off the court.
Yeah, but she was out of there because there was rumors that she said something threatening for his son.
I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Let's just keep it okay for us. We can come out there and yell, you suck or this and that. But when you come out there and you issue death and that kind of stuff on somebody,
his family and his wife, and they ain't got nothing to do with it.
And that's not cool.
Now, if he's out there sucking on the basketball court, I admit, yelling, give him his blues.
Yeah, give him his blues because
his wife and his daughter ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, because we said on this podcast that LeBron's playing at a high level. we've said on this podcast that LeBron and GM sucks. But when you start to threaten people's family and them as far as harmful stuff, that ain't cool.
Nope.
And I just want to kind of reiterate that on. You can go out there and say Westbrook and all that stuff, but if you're out there talking about threatening him and his family and stuff,
that ain't cool, y'all.
Chill out on that.
Like
man.
I said, if you got
Laker
anger towards
Nation.
me, keep it towards me.
Yeah.
Don't bring the family into it. Keep it all towards me.
Yeah.
I can handle it.
Yeah. Laker Nation, just chill out on that, man. Like I said, we're going through some hard times right now. And I'm not saying you can't get on the players and go to the games and yell, but death threats and all that stuff to his kids and his wife and stuff, let's chill on that, man. Let's just chill on that.
Yeah. But we was back, y'all. Hitting y'all again with a good episode. We're going to be back again next week.
Yep.
Thank y'all for staying tuned with us, even though it ain't football season. We appreciate y'all. Keep hanging in there with us. We're going to give y'all more dope content. There's a lot of stuff coming. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming and a lot of good interviews coming, man. And a lot of different locations we got coming for the spring and the summer.
We're gonna change this up a little.
Yeah, we're gonna be on a lot of locations coming for the spring and the summer. We'll be doing a lot of podcasts from different locations, interviewing a lot of people. We got a lot of stuff set up for this summer.
The sun definitely gonna be shining, y'all.
Yeah. So like my guy said, we appreciate all the supporters and all the subscribers and continue to support us. And we sure appreciate y'all.
On that note,
until next time,
we
see you soon. I'm the coach.